with roots in the Indus region, has been supporting entrepreneurs by offering education, mentorship, networking, and funding opportunities. One such initiative is the annual TiE retreat that is meant for TiE charter members and their families. The retreat includes networking mixers, inspirational speaker sessions, sightseeing tours, and a gala dinner and awards ceremony celebrating excellence at TiE chapters around the world. This year, the retreat was held in Prague in Czech Republic and included powerful discussions with personalities such as Lilith Dubé and Shobha Dey, along with fun day trips around the city of Prague.
We are here at TiE Global Retreat in Prague, where we have TiE charter members fly from all across the world for this retreat with families. TiE is the world's largest and most influential entrepreneur network, which has grown today to 60 global chapters with over 30,000 members. This retreat has some of the who is who of TiE Global, and the special guest here is Lilith Dubé and Shobha Dey. Let's go and speak with Lilith about her impressive journey in films and theatre over 3 decades.
Films happened purely by accident. I always say I'm an accidental film actress because I come to Bombay and somebody tells me that, you are doing a role in Zubaida, Shyam Benegal's film. And 2-3 people told me, but he didn't tell me. And I had to finally call him and say, Shyam Babu, am I doing something in your movie? It's very embarrassing for me to ask you this. And he said, of course you are. So I said, but slight problem. You forgot to tell me that I'm doing it. So he said, oh, come over immediately and all that, and that's how my film career started. And I look back and it's been like 55 films or whatever, including work abroad, including television films and all that. And I was lucky because I think what happened to me was, since I didn't come as a very big star who had done work in her 20s, I had no problem doing smaller roles, or doing roles like Kal Ho Na Ho. It was just, for me, film has always been a lot of fun. An opportunity to work with a lot of very interesting directors and what shall I say, actors who are not necessarily people I would work with if I worked in theatre. So I don't think I've done my best work as an actor, if you ask me, in film, but I have definitely enjoyed the ride, and I've done some of my stronger work, I would say, in the theatre, and that is where I also do the kind of work I want to do in terms of content. And the type of plays I want to do. So the journey has been quite like, it's just serendipity, nothing else. It just unfolded in a certain way, and it's still unfolding in that way.
Ira, you did films and you host shows and you went to Yale for theatre. So tell us about how did this journey start, and how much influence did your mom have, and you as an individual, and where do you want to be now?
My mum and my mum's sister are both actresses. Actually, my mum's sister has a children's theatre company in Delhi, which is where I was born, which is where I grew up. And as a young girl, I was very attached to my mum. In India, we call it, there's a word for it, being your mum's or dad's pooch. So of course I wanted to be just like mummy, and I got an opportunity to explore acting at a very young age because of my aunt who ran a children's theatre company. So I began acting at age 5 or 6, doing all sorts of stuff. I discovered the thrill of it. I went on to study it at Yale. I got into Yale for liberal arts and I majored in theatre studies there, and when I came back to India, I plunged in and I started working with mum. So I'm doing about 6-7 productions with mum. I think some of my finer work has been with my mum. I do work with other theatre companies in Bombay as well. And films, it's something that I think that when you're in Bombay and you're an actor, you can't escape the bug of films. So it comes your way. Of course, you're excited to do it. I remember my first film happened when I was working in a corporate office. I was working with a brand marketing company, and I just finished college and I come back to India, and I was wondering, and theatre was always something that I wanted to do. And because my mom has a company, it's something that I always will do. But I said, let me give myself a chance to do a 9-to-5 job. And I remember I'd worked just about a year, and I was offered my first film, which is a film called The President is Coming. It's a mockumentary. It's very funny and very clever, very funny. A lot of the actors from that film have become very big stars now and doing very well in their own right. And I remember going to my chairman and saying, I have these 35 days of paid leave and I want to go shoot this film. Until that point of time, he was very supportive, of my theater and all my other acting pursuits. And when I said I have to take off 35 days, he's just like, no way, and it's the film or the job. So I said, then it's the film. So, and that's how films happen for me. Films is a very exciting time, I think, for young actors in India to be part of Indian cinema. It's a chance for actors of all kinds, all shapes, sizes, forms to have a role, have interesting content to work in. Now the web has taken over. So as an actor, it's a fabulous time to be part of the business. Like you mentioned, I believe you have to explore all your talents as a person. Theatre will always be my first love, but I do enjoy non-fiction work as well. I've been a film critic on television for a couple of years for Sony. I was doing this lovely show that you mentioned to me, which is a chat show. So yeah, I think as a creative person in Bombay particularly, it's fun to explore all those different sides of things. But yes, I think acting is something that is in my blood. I can't escape it. So I'll always go back to that.
So we have Kanwal Reiki here. You are considered father of TiE. You actually gave birth to TiE back in 90s, and TiE has reached this level today. So where do you think TiE has come from then to now? And you think that you have achieved your mission, or you didn't think this will go this far as much as it has gone today?
No, so TiE has gone a lot further than we ever imagined. It was a local effort in Silicon Valley, and now it's a global institution with almost 70 chapters worldwide. So we had never imagined that we will achieve this level of success.
So what did you initially have in mind? Why did you want to have a TiE chapter in Silicon Valley?
So in the Indians who had been in Silicon Valley 15, 20 years, they always work for somebody, and the notion of becoming an entrepreneur was not there. And so we had this mindset of getting a good job, moving up the ranks, and we told people that, hey, listen, if you're in the valley, you have to do what the people in the valley do. If you think you are among the best in the valley, and then you have to become an entrepreneur and show it to the world that you are. And so until you have arrived as an entrepreneur, you will never get the same respect that the entrepreneurs get.
So Nitin, you assumed the role of chair. Sorry, take it back. So Nitin, you are the chair of TiE Global. So what changes are you looking for in TiE right now, with you being in TiE Global now?
Well, the history of TiE was the Indus entrepreneurs. And it really started with the Indus community, the Indian subcontinent community 25 years ago. And I am taking TiE to a more inclusive space where we're not just Indus, we're inclusive, which means we want to bring more women into TiE. We want to bring more underserved communities, ethnic communities, as we talk about United States or Europe or Canada, where we're a diverse group of people that are living in these countries. So we want to bring more diversity into TiE so that we're truly global and not just Indus. So that's one of my key objectives, is to change the face of TiE to be more inclusive.
So Shobha, you're here at TiE Global Retreat, and I heard this is your third visit at TiE Global Retreat. So what do you think of this environment and TiE overall?
I am so delighted to be at the TiE retreat, because this is, as you mentioned, it's my third one. And I've met the most incredible people who have become my friends. And not just my friends, they've become a part of my family. And I feel like I'm a part of the TiE family myself. I meet young people, entrepreneurs, who are so hungry to make an impact in the world, and who are looking for the right kind of support to make their dreams come true. I mean, this is what all young people's lives are about, right? They want their dreams to come true. And I think TiE provides a fantastic platform to young people to interact with the veterans, to interact with people who are in a position to extend funds and support to them. And we've seen such fabulous success stories emerge from these retreats, purely because they meet in an environment that's non-threatening. They can network informally with some of the greats in the business. And for me, it's always a pleasure to interact with very energetic, young, fresh minds.
Two more stories on the other side of the break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Community Roundup Weekender.
This is not just any cruise.